welcome back to Shelabobby Handmade. My name is Caitlin, known just about everywhere on the internet as Shelabobby, and this is my podcast where we talk about knitting, crochet, yarn, projects, probably other yarny things in the future. Welcome. Today I have several finished objects, several works in progress, some acquisitions to show you, and that's about it. So let's get started with some finished objects. And if you were watching last episode, you probably heard the air conditioner. It is off today because it is a beautiful day today. There is very low humidity, so hair's down, air's off, we're vibing. Alright, so the first finished object that I have for you is my cloak socks, and these are going to show up as like super dark void without the close-up, so you are definitely going to see a close-up of these. But these are my cloak socks. This pattern is the DK Vanilla Sock by the Crazy Sock Lady. This is a free pattern for a DK weight sock. I used Crow and Crescent in their colorway Cloak in their Triton DK base. I am unsure if this is still available. Their shop will be linked below if you're interested in their yarns. This was fabulous. These socks are for my sister, and I cast on the medium size, which is the 48 stitch count. This is my summer sock camp pair number 10. I started these on July 6th and finished them on July 20th. I think that's all the fun information about that. I did do a longer longer foot than I normally do for my DK socks because my sister likes a longer leg. And so I tried to lengthen that a little bit without going too far and not having enough yarn, because that's also a fear of mine with DK weight socks is I get pretty close to using the full skein. So this is my first finished object. And I have two of those there, but only one on the blocker for you. I'm going to take that one off of the blocker because I'm going to need it in a moment. My second pair of socks, my second finished object, these are a little bit stretched on here, but this is my Lisa Do-Si-Do socks. So these are for my friend Lisa. She had this striped main color left over from a pair of socks that she was making, and she liked the bright lava glow color that I was using in previous socks, so I am making her a pair of socks. So these are leftovers from her, and then leftovers from the highlighter socks that I made for my nephew a couple weeks ago. So information about these. The pattern is the heel toe do-si-do from the Crazy Sock Lady, or Kay Litton. And this is my first time doing this pattern. When I first read the pattern and was looking at like what you're supposed to do every round, I was like, there's no way that I'm going to memorize this pattern. This is going to be too complicated, and I'm going to have to look at it every moment that I'm working on these socks. But after I'd say about 30 rows, you realize what you're doing, and it became mindless. So these are, as I said, for my friend Lisa. The main color, I am not sure the colorway, but I believe it is a Trekking XXL colorway. The heels, cuffs, and toes are Lava Glow. Lava Glow is the colorway, but who is the dyer? It is it's got glow in it. Super Glow Fibers. There we go. Super Glow Fibers in her colorway Lava Glow. I still have a little bit of this left over, so I'm going to use it again using the other colorway I have. These are 60 stitches for the cast on, and then I felt like the pattern was going to make these stitches a little bit tough, not as stretchy, a little bit tighter, so I did do a 16 heel flap, 16 repeat heel flap, just to extend that heel portion. And then she decreases hers down to 56 stitches. So I decreased down to 56 stitches for the foot. That's why it's a little bit stretched on here. These are my 11th pair of socks for summer sock camp. And I will throw these in the wash and block them for Lisa and then give them to her when I see her maybe next weekend. Unsure. But when I see her next, she will get these. The third and final finished object is something you have not seen because I cast them on. I didn't tell you the dates for Lisa's socks. These were cast on July 7th and finished July 23rd. You will see my dates are going to become smushed a lot better now that the chicken coop and the chickens are a little bit more settled. So there was a time where my socks were taking me quite a while. So these are the last ones that took me quite a bit of time. So last final finished object is my Geralt socks. So these are Geralt. I say Geralt. If I'm saying it wrong, I apologize. These are my Geralt of Rivia socks. So this is again a DK pair of socks. I did 52 stitches, which is in between the medium and the largest size that is written in the pattern. It is the same Crazy Sock Lady vanilla pattern. The yarn is from the Fiber Fox. I got this not too long ago in an acquisition. It is their Lux Merino DK, and it's the Geralt of Rivia colorway. So soft. This yarn is like, I was knitting these socks. This is the socks that I finished the day that I cast these on. And this Trekking XXL is a more rustic sock yarn, so it's kind of stiff and not so lovely on your hands when you're working on it. So I switched to this, and I think I told my mom that it felt like I was knitting with the lint from the dryer, like how soft and like moisturizing and just soft that that dryer lint is. That's what it felt like switching to this. It was so soft and squishy. I cast these on July 23rd and finished them on July 27th. They are my 12th pair of summer sock camp socks. I think that is all the information for them. These are for myself. And so cannot wait to wear these now that I have shown them to you. So that is all of the finished objects. I'm going to scoot some things around here while I prepare for works in progress. All right, so the first work in progress that I have, I don't need these anymore, so I'm going to toss those back there. I probably will need them again, but I'll get them later. Don't worry about it. The first work in progress that I have is my Ocean Waves blanket. This is a queen size blanket, 100 tall, 90 inches wide blanket that I'm making for my friend as a commission for him. I believe I am over a third of the way done with the blanket. I still have to do like official measurements on it to make sure and see how things are going as far as like my yarn quantities. But I am showing you this blanket every other episode. So once a month I'm bringing this out and showing it to you just because it's getting a little bundlesome to show you and bring out. So, and I'm just doing rows on a blanket. So not too much to excite you on what it is by. So I'm going to show you that here in a second. But the blanket is called the Ocean Waves Blanket by Lauren Brown. I am using Hobby Lobby's I Love This Yarn in a variety of colors. If you're interested in what those colors are, please check out the Ravelry link below. And I have all of the colors listed there. If you are not able to access Ravelry, that is okay as well. Check out, I believe it is episode 20. Nope, because this is 25. Episode... Let me look. I think it's episode 18 or 19. It is called Blanket Woes and Sock FOs. Check out that episode, and I actually go through the colors. Once I have this as a finished object, I will also go through the colors, but instead of going over those each time, just check out those 2 places and you will see. So here's the blanket. It is getting large, and yes, so here is, this is folded in half again, and then in half again. So this is like, what, a sixth or something like that of the blanket that you're seeing here. So this marker right here is where I was the last time you saw it, which wouldn't have been last episode. It would have been the episode before, so 4 weeks ago since recording. And I have done, I think I'm on the 10th row, so I've done almost a full repeat from where you guys saw it last. And I did put my marker that is Buzz Lightyear on there. I still will do a little bit more work on this evening to probably the next stripe, so the gray stripe, at least tonight, and then it'll wait till next weekend because I am currently only working on this on the weekends, prioritizing it on Saturdays and Sundays. So that is where that is at. It is long. This is the height of the blanket. Like I said, I have not fully measured it, but I estimated based on the repeats that I have done that I am a third of the way through of the blanket. So that is great news. The next work in progress that I have for you guys is, of course, a sock. So this is from the pattern. Let me show you that first. Is from the 52 Weeks of Socks Volume 2. This is my first time working a pattern from this book. I got it when it came out, but I just hadn't gone through it and picked out patterns. So if you can see, there's some darker lines in there. And what I've done is I have gone through and put markers on patterns that I'm interested in making. And so I am making the Forest Trail Socks by Barbara von Stieglitz is how I would say that, but I am not sure if that is the correct pronunciation. Let's see. There we go. So these are the socks. It is just a simple patterned, delicate patterned is the way that I would say it, sock. And I was trying to pick a pattern that would work with this yarn. So this is the Long Dog Yarn Yarn of Enchantment, which is her monthly subscription. This is the Rio Grande or Grande River Gorge, which was March, April, May, June. This was June's colorway. I know I haven't done Billy the Kid. That's the next one on the list. But this is June's colorway, which is the Merino Sock 8515 biodegradable nylon. And this is a beautiful colorway. It comes with a mini, which is what I did the cuff in. And you can't really see it that well, but the cuff has a little bit of striping of the main color in it. Because these are so close together, it's not as noticeable, but I think it just adds a little bit of interest in there. And then the pattern is, again, one of those things where I looked at it and I was like, I am not going to remember this. So I wrote it down on a sticky note, stuck it to my laptop so that when I'm working on this, I can take a look at it. However, probably halfway through what I have right here, I got the gist of it and it's going great. Fairly simple to remember and memorize. The only thing that I had problems with is I did not understand the special stitch that was in here. But basically it's just a 1/1. It's 1/1 RC, I think it's RC. But basically it's it's a cable. It's just a 1/1 cable with the thing going in the back, the first stitch going in the back. But anyway, that's the only special stitch that's in here, that at first I was like, I'm not going to remember that, but I did just fine. So these are socks for my sister. As the theme has gone, all of the Long Dog Yarn, Yarn of Enchantment yarns, I'm making the first pair for my sister in a pattern, and this this month that I am making is going to be the Forest Trail socks. These are going to be my 13th pair for summer sock camp. If you do not know, my goal for summer sock camp is 30 pairs of socks. I do not know if I will be able to get that many pair of socks. It is July 28th for me as I am recording. So I don't know if I'll be able to get to my 30 goal. However, last year I made 15. So if I get at least 15, then that's perfectly fine with me. But I still have all of August to knit. So no big deal there. All right, so that is sock number 13 for summer sock camp. My second work in progress. My third work in progress is another sock. I didn't talk about bags. You've seen this one several times. This bag is my ghosty bag from Fat Squirrel Fibers. And then this bag is my bag from Karen. And I am sorry, these are not scratches. They are from leaning on the table. This is my bag. It is a bag by Karen, my friend Karen. She does not currently sell these that I know of. She made them for the local yarn shop, and that's where I got this one. It is a fantastic bag to be able to clip on a backpack or something like that. It is fantastic for travel. Inside of here is what I'm calling my 8 days a week sock, and that is because the yarn is Ba yarn. I always want to say Ba Fibers. Ba yarns in the Footloose base, which is 75/25. And this is the assigned pooling, which was on sale at the local yarn shop. And I'm using it for socks, not assigned pooling. And it is the 8 days a week shadow version. And the shadow version just means that the darker color is more prominent and the white color is the assigned pooling section, which is usually white in the case of this sock. So here I am with the sock. These are socks for a friend of mine, and I'm making him several pairs of socks for summer sock camp, and these are the first ones that he selected. So there are 72 stitches on here, and I did not mention it on any of the other socks, but if they are fingering weight, then I usually knit them on a US 1. If I am doing socks for a male or for larger feet, then I go up to a US 1.5, which is 2.5 millimeter, I think, needle, and then I cast on 72 stitches. So it will be nice and stretchy, and I don't have to cast on more stitches because of my gauge. So 72 stitches is what is on here at the moment. And I'm currently on the leg. I think I have about 3 or 4 more rounds, and I will be switching to the heel flap. So these will be my 14th pair for summer sock camp, and they will be for my friend. I don't think there's anything else to mention about these. I don't think so. The stitch marker, the maker for this stitch marker is no longer making, but she was a local to North Carolina. Unfortunately, she closed up her shop, which is super sad because she always had cute bunnies and things in her shop. I think that's all for works in progress. So we are on to acquisitions. That's crazy. I feel like this has just zoomed right on by. Yeah, let's talk acquisitions. I don't have too many acquisitions for you today. The first one is the Long Dog Yarn of Enchantment for whatever month is this month. July! For the month of July. So if you have not received that or don't want it spoiled, if you don't want to know, then look away, because I'm about to show you. So this month is Roswell, New Mexico, which is the Roswell incident. I will show you the information on the back of the card so you can read about that. But look at this yarn. Look how happy. It's so sparkly and so alien, and I know the socks that I'm going to make with this. I actually saw the sock in the 52 Weeks of Socks book that these socks are going to be that. So most likely I'll try to do the Billy the Kid ones first so that I am up to date, and then I'll switch to these alien socks. But there's some beautiful sparkle in there. So this is this month's. This base is her Sparkle Sock, which I did not know she had Sparkle Sock. So I wonder if she got this specifically for this month. But it is 75/25 superwash merino and nylon with 5% stellina. So yes, these cannot wait. Cannot wait to make those. And I will definitely be making myself a pair of those as well. So my sister will get a pair, and then I'll get a pair. All right, so next is, if you watched the last episode, I discussed I think it's Ariana, the cardigan, the crochet cardigan that I want to make, and that I was ripping out one of my crochet cardigans so that I could cast this on because I just wasn't feeling the pattern anymore. So these were the yarns that I had, and this is the frog yarn, and then I had this light blue. And I asked for some suggestions on what colors I should add to this. And right after I posted the episode, several people commented some suggestions, and most of them were to match the shirt that I was wearing. So like an orange, the blue, the gray, and then a white. And that's kind of what I was leaning to. Unfortunately, the colors in the paint box DK, they don't have a muted orange. It's more like a bright Halloween orange, and then the peachy orange, which I'll show you here in a minute because I did get it. So they went on sale. They had a great sale on them, and so I decided to go ahead and pick them up. So last weekend I ordered these. So I got a white to go with it. So now there's a white. None of these are going to work great. And then I got two colors because I just felt like just adding one wouldn't be that great. So I got this peachy orange to go with it. I think that's what it's called, is like peach orange, or oops, I dropped the white. Peach orange or something along that. And then I got this light lilac. So let's try and get the white in there. So it seems very Eastery and pastel-y, which is not normally my colors, I will admit. But you have to remember that the main color is going to be this dark gray. So it will just have those pops of colors in there. So the main color will be this dark gray, granite color. All of the cuff, button band, ribbing will be in the dark color. And then these will be the accent colors around it. So that's what I got. I got 4 balls of white, 4 balls of the purple, 4 balls of the peach orange. I have 4 balls of the blue, and then I think I have 6 of the dark gray. So this is not starting just yet. This will probably be started in September or October. It would be really cool to have it when I go to SAF in October for my birthday, but we'll see. We'll see how we get when we get there. So those are my acquisitions. And that's all I have for you. I feel like that was a really, really quick episode. When I go through it, it'll probably be just fine and normal. But I feel like it went really, really quickly today. But that's all I have. Lifey stuff, nothing has really changed this week. It's been getting the chickens used to the schedule, us getting used to a schedule of letting them out and putting them up. Last night, we had 5 out of 6 go in the coop by themselves for the night, and the last one that was left was Goldie, and she was outside screaming for help because she didn't know where everyone had gone because they went inside and went to bed. But hopefully she'll get the idea, and they'll all just be going in the coop on their own. They get out just fine. They can climb up the ladder. We know all is all right with them, but just getting used to that schedule. Me and Mom have our weekend chores to clean up and get them ready for the week, but I think everything's going well there. Charlie's still doing fantastic. She is sassy as ever. The other night, fun story, Charlie gets little heart treats every afternoon for dinner. She gets 2 heart treats, and she has gotten to where she is very specific on the heart treat flavor that she wants. Like she will not eat them if it's not the flavor that she wants. Sometimes she wants one of one flavor and one of another. Sometimes she wants 2 of the same flavor. Sometimes she wants none of the flavors that are offered and she wants something else. And last night, we had run out of the banana and apple flavored ones. And so I gave her one of the cranberry ones, and she put it on the floor like, that's not the one I want. So I went into the bonus room and got another flavor, and I chose the red bell pepper ones and brought that out and handed that to her, to which she put on the ground and then asked for something else. Like, I don't want either of these flavors. I want my banana and apple flavored ones, nothing else. She refused, and then I tried to explain to her that the banana and apple ones were no longer here. We had finished them all, and that these were the flavors we had. She ate one of them, I'm not sure which one, and left the other one for much, much later when she realized nothing else was going to be offered. So she has a preference in her snacks. Haven't really been watching anything. Still trying to get through One Piece. I'm just stuck in Alabasta Forever, I think, which is a arc in the show. But I have picked up the books or the manga to read, and I'm starting on that. Other than that, I've been listening to audiobooks. I have not been walking for work and listening to an audiobook because the heat has been so bad. But the heat broke last night, and it's like low 80s with low humidity, so I am golden. If that continues throughout the week, I will definitely be walking this week and getting out there to move. So we will continue with books, and I will update you when I start a new one. I think that's it. So thank you so much for hanging out with me today. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel. It is free and it helps me out tremendously. If you liked this video, please go ahead and click the like button. It is also free and does nothing other than tell me that you like it, and it tells YouTube that you like it and shows it to other people. And if you have something you want to tell me, let me know about the colors that I picked, if you think that's going to look nice. I don't know. How you doing? Let me know in the comments. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.